Welcome to Think Big with Dan and Qasim. Join hosts Dan Melnick and Qasim Masood as they explore big ideas, limitless possibilities, and engage with visionaries, entrepreneurs, and thought leaders who dare to dream big, get inspired, motivated, and find practical tips for personal growth. Think big, dream bigger, and ignite your potential.
Welcome to Think Big with Dan and Qasim. Our guest today is Assaf Ben David. If you want to go ahead and introduce yourself, tell us where you live and what you do.
All right. Hello, Dan. Thank you very much for letting me be part of this wonderful podcast. My name is Assaf Ben David. I'm from Israel. I'm the Chief Revenue of the Lingo AI for the last 18 months. My previous role was VP Sales and Business Development in a company called Enable. Two different companies, but same passion for business growth and sales. I had also two entrepreneurial experience in my career. The first was when I was a student. We developed a product together with three friends of mine. Two were in charge of the development side. One was in charge of the design, and myself was in charge basically for the business activity. And it was pretty successful one. And we developed basically a solution, a platform that allows students inside academies to upload any type of material they would like to print, and it would probably allow them to get any type of material for the price that they would be able to take it from anywhere else, including inside the university. We would basically send it to the academy itself, and we work with almost all academies in Israel. And another one called the Camelog that was more in the advertising tech vertical, and also very interesting and beautiful startup. The first one was the successful one. The second one was a schedule, and that's pretty much where I am.
Awesome.
And where I was.
So yeah, I'm just curious more about like your business today. Just tell us more about what exactly you guys do and just how you guys came up with the idea.
Yeah. So first of all, it's important to mention that Lingo as a company, has a very vast and long experience in the NLP, natural language processing segment. And the company itself was founded in the year 2000, 25 years ago. And it created a lot of products and plugins and different options for B2C cloud and also B2B, but all of them were types of natural language processing capabilities. For example, to classify text, open text with different categories automatically, and to increase accuracy of search engines inside websites from the database, and that they can really solve different morphological challenges in specific languages. Anonymization for that, also on databases, to extract intent and sentiment from people text messages. A lot of capabilities that today we are able to create via AI, and I'm talking about 15 years ago. So that was the company history. And really in the year 2023, when all of the AI and specifically LLM, the large language models launch, we understand that we have a lot of experience and a lot of materials and already solutions in, I would say, in every AI agent, which is what we are doing today. It has two pillars. The first is the ability to find the right material and to create from it the answer, to generate the answer from it. So LLMs are very, very good in generating answers, but anyone who had any experience with how to extract information from RAG databases, so they know that there is a lot of complexity and a lot of challenges, and a lot of the products that Lingo created throughout the years really helped us to increase the accuracy and to get very quick response. So we understand when the LLM buzz started that we have already a very good place. We are sitting on a very good place, and we definitely can now combine these capabilities with our existing platforms and solutions to create something that would be with a cutting edge capability. And I think that we really see the differences.
That's awesome. Curious also, right? Because there's obviously many LLM and AI tools, right? But I guess I'm curious with the platform, if you can just give an example of like a certain use case or like a certain vertical, maybe not even mentioning a company name, but like how somebody in a certain industry uses the platform and they get value from it.
Yeah. So basically we are focusing on three types of use cases. The first, and personally, I think that I came up with the sales agent for e-commerce website because I'm a very tough shopper, online shopper myself. I really like to really get into things and really read about all the types of materials and do a lot of comparison and in different websites. And it's really, I'm doing this process with any type of product that worth more than, I don't know, $100 with myself, comparing, checking, understanding what's best, what's not, how come. And then I really understand that this type of product can really be very useful to the issues that I'm having. And a very quick test with a lot of our clients showed me that I'm not alone in this place, and there's many more like me. So there's the sales agent, there's the customer service agent, which is pretty straightforward to be able to answer any type of customer service queries. Where is my package? How much time it will arrive? I got a damage on the package. How can I return it? How much time I have for shipment and etc. And the support, I have a malfunction. How can I fix it? I see this message P42 on my washing machine. What's the problem and how can I fix it? All those type of things. Those are the three use cases. And you can definitely see I'm mostly interested in the sales as of course, you can understand from the beginning. So you can see that a lot of our customers basically don't know how to handle the bounce traffic that they have. All of the people who just browse and leave the website without doing anything and see 99% churn in the amount of traffic each one of the websites have. So they leave basically only from 1 to 2% of conversion rate pay customers, and nothing or no one really deals with this issue. And what we came up with is the idea that the same experience once I'm going into a physical store and I'm seeing this sales guy reaching out to me and he asked me, how can I help? And I'm mentioning that I would like to find a TV, for example, for my living room, which you would probably then ask, what size of living room do you have and what type of brand are you looking for? Is there any specific capability that you are interested in? I don't know, like gaming or watching football. And based on those questions, you probably point out to the wall and show me, all right, I have these 2-3 options that can be relevant for you. Also in terms of budget, by the way, what is your budget? And we definitely see also from retailers that the conversion rate in physical stores are much bigger from the amount of people who enter the store. And inside the online store, we don't have anything. We have questions, we have no one to ask. And that's definitely the feedback that we are seeing from the retailers, that they are feeling that eventually they now have someone who can walk through the clients, the visitors, the shoppers of the online store and give them much better experience. That's one thing. And that leads, of course, to bigger conversion rate and less cart abandonment.
Makes sense. And then I guess in terms of where you're kind of focusing on right now, right? Like there's obviously when it comes to e-commerce, you can start from like a basic Shopify store, or you can go from more like enterprise, if you're going up market for a custom site. What do you guys kind of focus on in terms of, go to market, target customers, things like that?
So our go-to-market strategy is also have a few options. First is SMB, small medium businesses, through Shopify, WooCommerce, all of the common e-commerce websites and platforms, of course. And we are creating plugins and allowing everyone 30 days free trial to use the agent, play with it, to get confidence about their accuracy level and the value that it can bring. And all of the pricing models are for SMB, so small, medium businesses. A number of conversations. By the way, also, I think we are pretty much unique in this area that the business model itself is only per of number of dialogues, and we are not limiting the number of messages in each dialogue. each session has unlimited dialogues per person. Reach out to the agent, start a conversation, you can speak freely. So this is one. And the second of all, what I feel and things that I'm doing also in my previous companies is working with partners, doing a lot of partnerships, technological partnerships, collaboration. So we are able to duplicate our strength, especially in territories that we are not physically located and have maybe also limitations in terms of languages and foot on the ground, how do you like to say. Then we are trying to create more and more collaborations and partnerships. And we definitely can see that that's allowing us to penetrate new markets.
For sure. No, and that's awesome. And then I guess in terms of some of the plans, for the product, like, are you looking at other features like voice, things like that? I guess, like, where do you see things going in terms of adding features?
That's a great question, Dan, because I think that there's a lot of buzz also in this area, and a lot of people are talking about voice and avatars. I think personally that the one who will learn to understand the behavior of the online shopper and based on that to allow the agent to become much and much more proactive in how it's not just passively wait for someone to press on it and ask them questions and then it follows up with it, but understand the behavior of the user in a lot of situations, how much time he's sitting on a specific product page, and if he returns to a specific product page more than one, if there is a specific amount of time that a specific product is in the shopping cart. There's a lot of online shoppers' behavior that agents can learn from and understand, and accordingly to be much more proactive. And I think that this is really the key part of making this sales agent, more sufficient and increasing the conversion rate. And this is exactly what we are working on in Lingo these days.
Makes sense. So obviously now we're kind of in the halfway point here of 2025. So what are you guys focused on here for the rest of this year?
So we really want to be stronger in the US market. So I think that as a company that's located in Israel and as a company that always worked with the European market, because most of Israeli companies in the high-tech scene usually very, very easily to the European market, because it's close and there's a lot of already past connections. And a lot of time, the US as a territory is something that requires much more people that will be hands-on inside a specific territory. And I think that we managed in the last few months to try to really experiment if we're really able to penetrate the US market at the moment, or we need to wait. And we see that we managed to get good feedback. Also in terms of competitors, where we're at. We know that we are very good in the European market, in the Israeli market, in the American market. We had a lot of checkups that we did about the comparison of the competitors in the US market. And you see also that we are sitting on a good place. I think that the last 6 months, our task and goal would be to increase our capabilities and footprint in the US market. So this is our main goal.
Makes sense. So if you could go back in time to before you got started, what is the one biggest piece of advice that you wish you knew?
The first or one big advice that I hoped I knew is that wait, don't make quick decisions, because this industry is changing rapidly. If you get me 18 months before today, and this is the thing, the fastest moving industry that I ever worked with, and I'm talking about AI in general. I think that we count on or did changes in a matter of months. So we always need to be with our head of the pulse and to be updated and learn and do research constantly on the new technology, the new capabilities, the new models, the new architecture, and what works, what not, how come, what challenges, but wait before making decisions on how the products works, because we can see that this is really a very, very fast moving industry in terms that we didn't know before.
Makes sense. If somebody's watching this and if they wanted to reach out to you or to use the platform, do you mind sharing your website, social media, I guess, best ways to get in contact?
So, of course, everyone can reach out to the Lingo website on www.melingo.com. And we have a contact page and a lot of case studies and information about each one of the use cases and verticals that we are operating with and bringing value. And we'd love to see you.
Awesome. Well, Asaf, thanks so much for your time today.
All right. Thank you, Dan.